Hey fam, how you guys doing? I know y'all see the topic. I know y'all see the topic. And like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Well, I got this question, and a lot of people, it's like five different people asked about that question, and it just depends on you. Some say the answer is hell yeah. To me, yes. Yes, all day and every day. But some people know because what you are choosing. Hands down, family is what you are choosing, is what you're doing to your life. Look, we all grown, and I was like, let me talk about, is food really our medicine? I mean, really, is food really our medicine? And it depends on, seriously, it depends on what you're choosing. Hands down. Like, we could talk about history, we could talk about her story, we could talk about what your mama did, your great grandma, back way back. And look, this live is not going to be long, but I just said, let me just sit here and talk. I don't know who want to come on, because I know it's like you going on this early in the morning instead of late at night where a lot of people's on. And I'm like, look, I'm going on regardless. The weather, I don't know about y'all, the weather's crazy. I can't even say that. I can't even say that about the weather, because like back in the 1920s, 30s, could be 50s, I don't know when they created something to change the weather. So I'm gonna leave that to her. That ain't even my subject. I'm the colon queen, and my subject is health. I'm a life coach also, so we just talking about the food today. We just talking about the food. I ain't gonna talk about the weather. But my internet, it be tripping. I was on live the other day, and people like they can't hear me, and I'm like, there's no way I can, I can test it. But today, this morning, we're gonna talk about the food and being our medicine, our medication, our whatever stuff that goes in and give us the best nutrients as possible. Now, the number one, I'm gonna tell you, the top dog, the top category in this food is the fruits. The fruits give you over like 12,000 instruments of energy. 12,000. So, even to my energy, it gives you over 12,000. I know the vegetable, I could be wrong. It could be 20,000. Don't get me to quote to know exactly how much, but I know it's higher than the meats. The meats gives you like 3,000. You'd be like, 3,000 could give you 2,000, but it depends on what you eat. Same thing with, we go out here and, eat fast food, and you be like, what is it giving you? A big fat zero, a big fat zero of energy. So it's like, are you eating a lot of fast food? Are you eating home cooked meal, or are you eating raw fruits and vegetables? That's like the bottom line. That's like the bottom line. What we saying, food is our medicine. Because I don't know about you, but back in the day, like in the 1800s, I'm always going to say the 1800s, because people got greedy in the 1900s and saw the money that they can make. But I said on my podcast this morning, I was like, if everybody grew food, if everybody, no matter where you are, grew food in wherever you are, in your house, in your townhouse, in your apartment, outside, in a vacant lot, just put food up, we wouldn't have all these problems. We wouldn't have the problems. We won't have all this fake food. We won't be printing nothing, growing nothing in the lab. I said it, growing nothing in the lab. Then you'll be wondering, yeah, food is our medicine. We'd be like, let me get some, arugula. Let me get some parsley. Let me get some, some sage. Let me go ahead and get, astragalus. Let me go get some dandelion. I'm telling y'all, I'd be like this. You know what I'm saying? Let me go get some maca, especially black maca, yellow maca. You'd be like, y'all be surprised. Y'all be surprised. Like, let me get the turmeric, let me get some avocado. What about the mushrooms? Let me tell you, family, do not sleep on mushrooms. Do not sleep on mushrooms. I'm gonna do other videos with the little things of food of do you know and all this other stuff. Just a little bit, just a little bit. But to answer those five people that was like, you gonna go live about food. I'm like, hell yeah, because it's what we choosing. Are you gonna take things like, I don't have a box of anything. Let's see, let me reach over here, fam. Let me reach over here. So pretend this is a box. This is this is and look, I'm not promoting. Let me make sure that I don't promote whatever. But just think, if you're getting stuff in a box, if all your food come in a box, think about, look at your health. If your stuff comes in a box, like stuff that's in the middle of the supermarket, not outside the supermarket. And then it's like, what supermarket you go to? Then it's, the question you have is, what you buying in the supermarket? Then it's, what's in your cabinet right now? Or who grew it? Who made it? Then you can talk about that word medicine. And then it's like, why are we even talk about medicine in the first place? I know the medicine is supposed to be miraculous to our body. Same thing when y'all doubt fruits and herbs. I mean, fruits, not herbs. Like, I said that too fast. Same thing how y'all doubt the herbs. You'll be like, I'll give you, let me see what I'll give you. Okay, so if I, where we at? Wait, say something not that okay. If I give y'all like some blood cleanse or some parasite cleanse, what parasite cleanse? Let me see. Parasite cleanse. So if I say, you get some parasite cleanse or you get some blood cleanse, you'd be like, you'd be like, let me put that to the side. Let me put that to the side and get this box of macaroni and cheese. Or I know it was like a bad analogy. Or you'll be like, let me take, y'all know I'm on YouTube. Y'all know I'm on YouTube, so I'm trying not to say certain things. But, honestly, y'all take prescription medicine over some herbs. Y'all do that every day, hands down. And we already know that. We already know that because, you like, man, who's she? Who her? Who's she talking about? What's the very wise alternatives? Y'all be like, I don't know her. I never seen her, but I'm right here with my doctor that I can touch. I can touch that person and they're not going to do me wrong. I'm going to leave that and I'm not going to continue that conversation. It's going to stay in my head, but you know where I'm going with that. But we gotta research, family. I'm hands down. I'm trying to change the subject, get it out of my head. But hands down, we gotta listen to the message and get the message instead of who's saying it, how she look, who this, who that. And then we gotta do things ourselves. Like, y'all know, if you eat box food all the time, how you think your health's gonna be? Think about it. If you got more than two children, or look at your brothers and sisters, or look at your parents. Look at your parents and look at their brothers and sisters. Or, look at your grandparents and look at your great aunts and uncles. You guys can tell a people's health. You can tell. Just like I said before, get a paper, write down everybody, nicely. Now, I didn't do it because I was like, if food is really our medicine, what I'm saying? Food really our medicine. And we pass down recipes. We pass down recipes. And if I actually do a chart, what I'm saying? If I do this chart and put grandma and granddaddy, and then I put all their children, and then I put all their children, and then all their children, and get down to my mama and my brothers and sisters and their children, and look at their health and think about the food they eat. And especially the ones, and I'm going to say, especially the ones that eat meat more than 3 times a day. More than 3 times a day. So if y'all really do that study, y'all already going to answer the question. Y'all already going to answer the question that I have. You know what I'm saying? Is food really, really our medicine? I mean, I don't know about y'all, but look, I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys getting on here. I really do. But y'all can ask ask that in the chat. Ask in the chat or ask down below. Put your comment down below. A lot of y'all scared to comment. Put a comment. I'm going to reply back to you. Y'all already know I always reply back, no matter what. If it's a silly comment, I'll just delete it like I've been doing, because some people put stuff in there because I am not going to give you anything from a cash app, meaning I'm not going to hit you up a WhatsApp and tell you to cash app me. I will never do that. I will never do that. No, I mean, I'm not overseas. You can hit me up on the email, support@verywisealternatives.com. You already know that. You already know that. I mean, hands down. But just think, fam. Just think. Think about, what you buy. Is it mainly fruits and vegetables? And fam, if you get something, look, this I don't have, stuff in the bag. But if you go to the supermarket and you buy the box of what is this, the spinach and the lettuce and that nice thing, that's still processed foods. That's still processed food. Like, what in the heck? It's still processed foods. It's still processed foods. No matter what, it's still processed foods. You still be eating processed foods. If you get something whole, like a whole apple, you didn't slice it, you didn't do anything, that piece of apple came from a whole apple. Like when y'all cut up the watermelon chunks, it could be pieces from other watermelon. Same how I don't want to do the meat because it's suspect. And that's only me. It's only me because back in the day, you would go to a butcher and the butcher would have fresh stuff out there, like we're gonna say back in the day. Back in the day, they had fresh meat, and you knew it came from not a mad cow disease and all the other things, the how can I say, the stuff that grew on it, them tumors and them pus and all that other stuff that's growing on the animal. And it's not being tested, but it's been killed and it's been served and it's been ground up and it's been flipped, dipped. I can, it's been changed. So I'd be like, no. But all in all, like I said, this is not going to be long, but I just want to come and just have that conversation because look, everybody has so many questions. And I mean, so many questions. And then you wonder, did I answer the question? How can I talk about this question? How? And I know a lot of you guys don't go back and listen to my podcast. How I know? Because I see the numbers. I mean, I'm on the other side. I see the numbers. Same how I see the video, and I see that. Well, unless they playing, it don't really show us how many people watch our videos. I already know, because it's funny how. And I'm gonna say a little bit about YouTube. It's funny how, like yesterday, I will go on my mentor's videos, and I will put subscribe to everything that they put out. Then the next day it'll be personalized. You'd be like, what the hell? Or it'd be something else. You'd be like, I know I didn't do that. So y'all gotta make sure if y'all want to get all my content, you gotta go back and keep playing, because them AI and whoever is changing it and don't want us to get this information out because they so scared. We're going to talk about the Jabberwocky and to see this and to see that, and they so scared. But we know where our eyes is. We know from our chakras, what we need to be doing and what we don't need to be doing. But all in all, if food is our medicine, hands down, food is our medicine, because what you choose to put in your mouth, on your body, is totally on you. And that creates your health. That creates your environment. Because when we say the body heals itself in the correct environment, you already put your body in that correct environment. It's the same thing, like, what you hear, what you see, what you smell, what you eat, what you put on this avatar, this flesh body, what you put on is creating your health. is creating help. Just like when I was talking about birth, as it's on a podcast. I ain't talking about it yet. See, I just did my podcast, so I'm getting it confused here. But just like you, if you go back and choose cooking from scratch and home cooking, meaning you cook it from scratch, or did you open that box and just read the ingredients? Yeah, be like, instead of just going on YouTube or going on Instagram, because I do it all the time. I said, let me get a new recipe. So I go on Instagram, or I be going TikTok and be like, and I said, oh, let me go get the recipe, and I'll go and make it myself. And who knew that walnuts could be meat? I'd be like, ooh. I like it. I was like, okay, it gives you that texture. And then if you add, the mushrooms, I'm telling you, fam, don't sleep on the mushrooms, because I don't know about you, but like I said, I spoke about before, when I was, being reared up or raised, or however you want to say it, the correct word, but you got to put a slang on there so you won't be put the spell on yourself. But anyway, when I was growing up, we was taught not to eat mushrooms. And I'm like, what the heck? Why? Why would you put that in your head, not to eat the mushrooms? Yes, I get it. Don't go in the wild and get mushrooms. But that perception, as it changed and going down to different, different, how can I say, hear from like grandma, granddaddy, down to aunts, uncles, down to you, down to your children, down to your children. When you hear like all mushrooms kill, when that's not the case. Now mushrooms is like my favorite meat, for as plant-based, it's the best. I mean, when I can make a portobello steak, or I can make, what I'm saying, a burger with that, it's good. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but don't sleep on the mushrooms. Do not sleep on those mushrooms. Do not sleep on all the things that's, categorized, because some fruits are categorized as vegetables and some vegetables are categorized as fruits. So we got to stay in that realm if you want the true medicine. If you want the true medicine for your body to get into that correct environment for it to heal itself and free your body of all those free radicals, because y'all don't want free radicals. Then you're wondering why you be that word SIK. I know, Viola, why can't you say sick? Because I did a video and I'm like, your body's not sick. No, your body's not sick. Your body's going through detoxification. Your body's going through the process to get rid of stuff. It's that's what it's doing. It's doing that. Your body is constantly, your body's constantly dancing. Say, all right, we felt this, we felt that, we got this, we got that. And now that you see stuff is on the rise during this season, because what is tomorrow? Tomorrow is a brand new month. And in that brand new month, we're going into another quarter, family. We're going into another quarter. We're going into like the fourth quarter, where September, October, November, December. We're going into the fourth quarter. I don't know if y'all want to say that September should be by July, August, or September. Because we're talking about the schools are back in, and y'all see what's going on, and they and I can't even say the word, implementing things. They implementing things again, and I just wanted to speak on that. So when they implementing things and they closing different schools and they're doing different things, think about this, fam. What did the kid had when they went before they went to school? What did y'all feed your children? What did whoever went to that school or whoever went to that place, what were they eating? Right? Who were they around? I'm gonna tell you, it's sad that we in this antibacterial world when y'all should be wanting to get certain bacteria. I ain't gonna say all bacteria, but matter of fact, I'll say your body wants to build up that immunity to some certain bacteria. We should not be scared or fearful to go around people because of the bacteria. If you had the correct medicine, the correct food medicine, like your fruits and vegetables, then it's who grew it, where it came from, what they put in it and why you covering it with stuff and why you putting it in airtight and soaking it with stuff. Why we do that? Why? But we get it. We get it. But I don't want that shit. I don't want that. I don't know about y'all, but I don't want that one. That's why I was saying a couple of videos ago, let's grow our own. Let's plant wherever we go. Let's plant something wherever. See if you can plant a lemon. I was going to turn this thing on, but anyway, now y'all can see me more. I forgot to turn the light on, but anyway, you'd be like, let's see if you can grow a lemon tree. Let's see if you can grow, celery, papayas. Let's see if you can grow avocado. Let's see if you can do that. Like right now, I was so happy that I'm growing figs. And people are like, I don't eat figs no more. Why not? Why not? Figs is like a wonderful fiber, and y'all know I'm the colon queen. And you would go. You would go. You be pooping, and you be like, "That's the video for tonight." And I'm not going to go in the video for tonight. But if we think about it, we think about food being our medicine and what we choosing. What are you actually choosing? Are you eating a lot of fruits and vegetables? When them people got up and went wherever, like you, for instance, when you sent your child, what did you feed them? What was their main meal going? And I know I'm coming back around, so I I realized the light was out, and that's just something telling me, hey, you ain't got everything set up, but it's okay. It's set up now. But anyway, it's like, okay, what did they eat? Did they just drink some coffee? Did they had a bowl of cereal? Did you sit down and made them, some waffles, some pancakes? What did you cook? What did you feed your child? Did you just send them to school and eat the food in the schools? Like I was looking at United States versus overseas, like Germany, and I would say, I can't really say Korea. I haven't really been in the schools in Korea, but I'm pretty sure, like this place where it's 100, these elder people, and I can't. Well, I would say they're the Asian descent, and they got this 100 group where they all live above 100. Imagine them feeding your children. Imagine them being the people that's inside of your school fixing your kids' food. You'd be like, hell yeah, me too. I feel the same way because they'll be eating fruits and vegetables and they'll be cleaning them like they supposed to. And I'm pretty sure they grow their own. I'm pretty sure they grow their own. But if we grew our own, especially all these beautiful manicured lawns, and I know people don't know how to keep stuff. I know people don't know how to grow. But that's what this YouTube university is. It's teaching you. That's how I learned. Lead farmer, what? and a host of other people that teaches me, but I just wanted to, give him his props because he be showing stuff, and I'd be like, oh shoot. I'd be like, okay, learning something, but there's a plethora of information. And y'all already knew the answer to the question. Y'all already knew the answer to this question of this live. Is food our medication? Hell yes. It is. It is. It's just how you taking it, how you cleaning it, how you preserving it. You know what I'm saying? It's all on you. It's all on you. I'm going to say this over and over again. It's all on you. I don't know if anybody had a question. You said you want me to do a video. Look, I'm going to show you the video that I got off Instagram to do it. How about I do that? Because I don't cook the way y'all cook. I don't eat the way y'all eat. I really don't. But I will. I'm not even gonna promise that. I'm not gonna promise that. But maybe in the future I'll do that. Maybe in the future, because sometimes when I'm cooking, I'm not presentable to do a video. I don't know about y'all. I don't think that, I'll be walking around here fine and could just do a video, be sitting there. And that's why I haven't done videos with me cooking, because I'd be like in the middle of the day, done ran outside, or I would prep something at night and be comfortable with my PJs, and I'd be in there cooking. Hands down, that's why I haven't done those type of videos. Because y'all already know, I'm going to go ahead and say, y'all already know you got to get yourself situated to be in front of the video. I mean, in front of this live or from the camera. I know you making excuses, but That's the real. I will go and eat something raw just as quick, but I'll think about that. I'll think about it. I know you like you just make an excuse, but I think about it. I really would. And I appreciate the question. I really do. I really do. But you notice that's why I haven't done those videos. It's a lot of videos I haven't done that I wish I could do. But me is I'm looking at I want to make sure that well, I know that I eat for health and I am not really good with the seasonings. You know what I'm saying? But I'll think about it. I'll think about a heaven plus seven. I appreciate that, but I will think about that. But y'all can shoot any other questions because I know I just want this video long. But all I can say is, far as about your food being your medicine, is y'all gotta look at the combination of foods. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where you're getting your foods. It's critical out there. But I promise you, I'd rather you eat a whole lot of fruits and vegetables and then go and prepare that versus buying stuff that's mainly like in the box, meaning like in a can. I would do that. But this is only for when everything is good. Because better believe when stuff go down, I'm eating stuff that's in the box. Don't. We just talking about good health and getting your body in the right environment. So don't think that somebody's being bougie because I'll eat box food. I was raised on box food, but you know we didn't go out to eat that much. We didn't go out to eat that much. So I ate a well balanced meal, meaning my mom always cooked. So different environments and far as your health and far as how somebody look at their hair, their skin, it all depends on were you always at the dinner table, at the breakfast table, during lunch? Were you always prepared a home cooked meal? Were you eating street food all the time? You know what I'm saying? This is why your food is your medicine, because the food is mainly where you getting your instruments of energy. And it's like, what are you taking? Are you drinking street water, potty water, good water? You know what I'm saying? What kind of water are you drinking? How are you cleaning your fruits and vegetables? How are you cleaning if you got to eat meat? You know what I'm saying? Where did it come from? How many names is in it? We got to really think about that. We got to really think about that. This is why your health is where you at. And a lot of us don't want to listen to it, because I be like, y'all ask questions and I be like, okay, we're gonna do the video we're gonna sit here and talk. We're gonna sit here and talk. So if y'all got a question, please ask the question. Ask the question, because your health depends on what you ate or what you learned from your family. So if we think about what we learned from our family, and if their hair health is jacked up, and if you don't make a change, so is food really your medicine? You know what I'm saying? Are you learning good medicine, meaning taking food and learning good recipes? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was funny that there was this, when you get recipes and you get different advice, and then it's up to you. It's like everything we learn, we should put our own twist on it to make it better, not make it quicker or shorter, or you know what I'm saying, to make things not keep it its value, because we have to make stuff that makes sure it keeps its value, period. You want to keep the value and improve on the value, improve on the quality, not make something quick, fast, and then it'd be like, oh, did you leave out something? Because some people don't cook with onions, and onions bringing out the flavor. Some people don't cook with, the good spices. Some people don't cook with just salt and pepper, and then they be the wrong salt and pepper. I want peppercorn. I want me some sea salt. You know what I'm saying? They don't use that. They use, what they shown, and then they add stuff that's be like, you should. That's the wrong. That's that. They, because they assume, instead of getting concrete information, or it's how your palate is. It's how your taste buds is. You know what I'm saying? So look. Everybody's different. Everybody's different. You know what I'm saying? We can be identical twins, But our health be different if we don't stay in the same environment, eating the same quality food. Everything's different. Everything will be different far as your health, far as, like I said, if you breastfed, if you came through the vaginal canal, what I'm saying, all the environments you went through, your bacteria, what I'm saying. And I know I was talking about bacteria um earlier, and I was talking about like the where we're around. You should be around all bacteria, not the stuff that's in the petri dish, not the stuff that's grown. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about nature, natural bacteria. That's what we need to build our immune system from. Not this something you created and then we like, what the hell? And then we going to throw some stuff together. Us herbalists going to put some stuff together and go, look, you didn't tell me that. You didn't tell me you was drinking that milk. You didn't tell me that you was sneaking cheese. You know what I'm saying? So it's just a lot of times that, that's just me. That's our community. That's our community, hands down. Because I'll be trying to make you some tea to get your gut right. It's just me, but y'all know, we talking about medications, and we're not talking about prescription medication. We are not talking about prescription medication. We're talking about food being your medicine. And sometimes the worst thing we can do is cook it. So y'all don't want to hear that. The worst thing we can do with food is cook it. I know you be like, show me this, but why do it have to be cooked? Why? Sometimes that's what's hurting us. Sometimes that's what stopped the detoxification process. It does. Matter of fact, it does. You cook something, you be like, your body be like, oh yeah. You change it. Hands down. You change. You be like, I did what? A detoxification. What's a detox? A lot of us got metals, poisons, toxins, whatever you breathe out there, whoever you're around. For you to have some good bacteria, you know what I'm saying? Whether you got the probiotics, prebiotics, but make sure you're taking both. Make sure you're taking both your prebiotics and probiotics. But anyway, in order for you to get these bacteria and learn to fight them, your body has to be right. If your body's off, you know what I'm saying? A lot of us forget about those silent killers like the kidneys. We don't think about our kidneys. We don't think about our heart. We don't think about our lungs. Even your tongue, like you don't even think about your teeth. And when I was listening to this podcast and learning about the teeth and did my own research about the teeth, and I'm like, the dentist is so important. And let me say this nicely. If you got a dentist that always want to take out them teeth, leave, run. But remember, you are responsible for what you do to your teeth. If you can brush your teeth every time you have a meal, and I'm talking about a cooked meal, do it. I promise you're going to save your teeth. But back with the bacteria and back with this health and back with when I first started with the conversation on with the outside and what you feed your kids and what the whole environment is. Remember this. What we do in our house is all cool and gravy, but when we go out there in that atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? We go back in that atmosphere. Y'all know y'all be bringing home stuff, right? You be bringing different bacteria, but don't be scared of bacteria. Don't be scared. If you keep your body in the right environment, don't be scared of bacteria. Don't. If you get your body to detoxify, it will bite, it will fight it. You know what I'm saying? The first thing you want to do, not the really first, but stay hydrated, sleep. Make sure you're sweating. Do y'all know sweating is like, oh my gosh. People are like, oh, you can't sweat because my hair, my this, my that. Y'all better get your sweat on. Y'all better get your sweat on. And I mean sweat. Let me tell you the cheapest sauna. You be like, you silly. Before, when I used to do the sauna, yes, I was spoiled in Maryland, so I had a spa. But the cheapest sauna is at a hot car. You be like, what the hell? A hot car. And I ain't say go in there and kill yourself and, a hot car. And I ain't saying put the kids in there. But we grown enough. We can open the lock, get in a hot car and sweat. Get in a hot car and sweat. Why? Why are you scared to get in a hot car and sweat? A lot of us don't sweat. And I'm not talking about getting some sweat under your nose or sweat up on your arms. You know what I'm saying? Half of us sweat between the legs, but I'm talking about sweat from your toes are sweating, your shins, your knees, your legs, your butt, your back. And I mean, let it just beat down top of your head. I don't ever care if you sweat out your hair because, a lot of us, I should be wearing it natural. I would be natural so somebody can see the real you. You be like, you didn't do that before. No, because I didn't know this side of the world. I didn't know this side of the herbs because I was like, man, I wouldn't have been like this. But all in all, we should not be scared and not be worrying about some antibacteria soap or whatever. You want the bacteria, you want to build up the immune system. You're like, what the hell? That's just me. That's just me. Because I believe in taking this bar soap and washing my hands after the next person. I don't know about y'all, but that's what I did in my era. I don't know. We all scared to have our children. You better get that bar soap. Be like, I want the hand stuff. I want the one that you put your hand under. Yeah, but isn't that creating the bill? Y'all just hear me. You be like, girl, you crazy. Isn't that creating the bill? Why do I want a hands-free what? For what? What I want a hands-free? Because if our body's in the correct environment and your body's doing what it naturally know how to do, your body's going to fight that. Your body's going to fight that. Your body. So I don't mind mashing something, wash my hands, and then remember, y'all supposed to wash your hand in a certain amount of time because half y'all don't wash your hands when y'all go use the bathroom. Now that's the problem. That and you be like, Viola, but you want to be around bacteria, but I ain't want to be around what you're urinating and your body's eliminating. You know what I'm saying? Your body eliminate. Why would I want to touch? Why would I want to be? That's where we get all this nastiness, and that's why we having issues, and that's why we creating all this havoc and all this stuff that I can't say on YouTube. That's the stuff that's the bacteria we don't want. But I'm a hugger. I'm a handshaker. I'm looking in your face and talking to them. Sometimes you get too close to somebody, and when they, talk, they spitting, and then you're like, But I'm just saying, these are the bacteria that you want your body around. That's why you want your children to be, with some pets. But that's why it's, when you get a newborn, you don't let nobody kiss your newborn. No, you be like, mwah, mwah, even that. No, even that. But anyway, you're talking about bacteria. We talk about the food and all the stuff that you have to deal with. So let's say if you ate a piece of rotten something, you know what I'm saying? Or the food wasn't cooked all the way. Y'all know how it is. We thinking we cooking everything right and we cooking stuff on the wrong temperature or too low or too high. Or y'all remember the last time y'all fried that chicken? You fried that chicken and you cut it like, it's still pink. Some of us didn't defrost it right. But anyway, and then you eat and then you wonder why you sick. But this is the stuff that you want to get your body immune to. You want to get your body built up to that type of immunity. Not all this other crazy crap that, is being come down and showering down on your head, like the mosquitoes and y'all type up mosquitoes in Baltimore. Type that up. You be like, what happened with the mosquitoes in Baltimore? What are they doing in Florida with the mosquitoes? Y'all type that up. I had to throw that in there because that's the bacteria we don't want. That's the invasions that we don't want. That's the stuff that, that is an issue, But far as about hugging your family, hugging your friends. Yeah, I remember back in the day. See, back in the day, we drank from the water hose. We drank from the fire hydrant. We did. We didn't walk around with a cell phone. We didn't walk around with anything to drink. You didn't. I mean, it's like you didn't worry about it. You be like, Okay, so now we gotta walk around a bottle. Okay, now we gotta go this. It's like we creating bills, just like when I was talking about the hand sanitizer and everything's wireless or not touchless. All we're doing is raising our electric bill. You know what I'm saying? Buying all these little fancy things instead of just picking up the bar soap. But I'm talking about a bar soap that's gonna clean your hands. That you're gonna sing. Don't sing the birthday song. Don't cast spells on yourself. But anyway, pick up some soap and just count to 20. Just 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, and y'all getting all the way to 1020. You get all the way to 1020, and then you rinse your hands and be like the doctor. You know how he go in there and she go in there and they go in the water and they attack the water, and then they be like, well, dang, the water's dirty. Yeah, I see. You be like suspect. We worrying about the soap and we worrying about the germ, but we ain't care about the water. See, I know you throwing up so many things. Yeah, these are the things that you gotta look at. Things you gotta be high. I know I'm going way around the moon and back, but all in all, food is your medicine. It really is. It still is, but it's what you choosing. It's what you choosing, regardless. But I choose raw before I choose cook. My mom be like, "That's what you're gonna eat." I'm like, "Yes." It'd be like 3 apples. That's what I'm gonna eat. It'd be like a 3 pears, or what I'm saying, a bowl of grapes, or look, that's the nature. And you already know that the main thing that we need to do, fam, look, the main thing we need to do is not cook every single day. If you start having your children eat raw, you know what I'm saying? Just think about it, eat raw. Don't you notice they go smoother and quicker and easier and they run around happy? You know what I'm saying? They don't even want to go to sleep. You be like, yeah, I got all this energy. They don't even want to go to sleep. And I can say back in my day, man, we would eat some breakfast and go run around for like, don't even want lunch. Be like, no, it's okay. We playing cards. We having fun. We playing ring the levy, or we doing double dutch or whatever. We ain't think about no water. Oh, we'll run to the fire hydrant, the water hose, get some water, and come back and play. That's when the water was good. That's when the water was good. And somebody's always doing fruits. I'm trying to think. Y'all remember when the fruit stands was really outside? I mean, outside, and you saw so many fruits. And I know I'm jumping around, but we see so many fruits, and we're like, oh man, this, and we ain't worry about we ain't worry about cleaning. We just eat what was there. I know I'd be like, wow. Well, but grandma knew about cleaning the parasites and everything else like that. But look, man, hands down, food, especially uncooked food, the ones that's straight from, God, when we plant the trees, but the trees was there. Or how can I, because how he said that, in the Bible, when you first read in Genesis, they already got the fruit in there. They already got the trees in there. So we already knew it was plenty of fruit. I ain't gonna continue there. But fruit was there. Fruit was there. They ain't talking about no fire, no nothing. But if you want the true foods, that's your medication. That is your medicine, is the fruits and vegetables. I don't know what else to say. Y'all have any questions? I know I'm gonna go on and on and on. You said cleaners or just for the bio. Oh wait, I didn't read the whole thing. So prebiotic and prebiotics. I guess I'm not. I didn't get truth spoken. I didn't get. And how y'all guys doing? I didn't get what you're saying. We tend to overcook. Yes, we do tend to overcook our foods, undercook our foods. When the best thing, like I'm saying, the absolute best stuff, things, whatever you want to put on your plate to enjoy, should be fresh fruits and vegetables. And I'm not saying just go out there and just do a whole mile. No, get your food combination chart and see go with what. Just go look, because a lot of us are in that pour around. We be like, wait a minute, that don't go with that. No, no, it don't. No, it don't. And then when y'all look at the American food pyramid chart, when it says you should have 9 to 11 servings of grains and rice, don't believe that. I almost cussed. Don't believe that, because that is like the worst. And that's on the video for tonight. I probably won't go live tonight. I probably go tomorrow, but I wouldn't do that. I really wouldn't do that. Or it depends on, how my mom's feeling, and I'll go live tonight then. But seriously, when we look at these charts, we have to think about what it did to our family, what it did to our mom. Look at your sister, look at your brother, look at your family. When we look at these charts and we want to know which medication. So like when we go in the supermarket or wherever you go get your food at, that should be you looking, you know, at medicine. You be like, okay, so should I have that? You know, you go and look what's pre-packaged, how it's packaged. We going in, because when we go in our kitchen and is, where you should have your apothecary. Your kitchen should be, how can I put it? Your life, your life, Some people kitchen, look, I ain't gonna talk about nobody's kitchen, but your kitchen should be somewhere, and you should be cooking with love. It should be like, oh my goodness, it should be a place where it's fun, so you can cut and clean your fruits and vegetables, make smoothies, make juices, make something that's going to give you, nutrient rich and dense. If you put it again, or if you spoke the truth, I don't know if you got my cell number. If y'all can text me, because I didn't understand your question. But all in all, look at it as you that's like, I can't say as if it's a hospital, because the church is your hospital. The hospital, that I ain't gonna say what the real hospital, what it means to me in my mind. I ain't gonna tell you what it means, but it ain't good. But the church is your hospital. Church is your hospital. And then that's suspect too, because I don't get me there. Don't get me there. We're supposed to be talking about medicine and food. But if you go in your kitchen, just think you're putting your medication together. So you're putting your medications together, and it's like, do that medication, affect or change this medication? Just like when you put a hamburger or having your steak, potatoes, you know what I'm saying, and whatever vegetable. It should be vegetables, vegetables, vegetables. You're like, what? Yeah. When you have your fruits, it should be fruits, fruits, and fruits. Learn that the watermelon and the melons like to eat alone. Just learn that. Just have that already ingrained. You know what I'm saying? They like to be by themselves. So if you want some watermelon, ain't nothing wrong with eating watermelon for breakfast. Ain't nothing wrong with eating watermelon for dinner. But your main meal is where you're looking at from noon to 3. From noon to 3, that's like a main where it should be the heaviest. It should be the heaviest. But if you do raw, man, your body be like, thank you. Thank you. You're finally listening to me. I'm going to get you. I'm getting you back in that right environment. Let me just push the rest of this stuff out. Let me push the rest of this stuff out. I'm pushing the rest of the stuff out, but you keep stopping it. You know what I'm saying? I can't put this defense system up, or get your defense system working, or jumpstart them kidneys, get your liver unclogged, because we want to eat everything that's slowing the body down, that's stopping the detoxification. And I'm not saying your body needs to detox all the time, but the stuff that we eating and the stuff that we fighting, and that's why we're telling you do a 21-day fast or 30-day fast. So even if you do a week fast, which is good, because we want to get your body prepared, very prepared, very prepared. Because if y'all think all this stuff and these schools closing and this time I'm wearing a mask, if you think that it, you know what I'm saying? If y'all not on TikTok looking at, what could happen and what they saying in the news, sometimes it's to keep it. Look, Let me just say this. Sometimes it's to keep you stressed. Stop being stressed. Be proactive. They tell you something like, okay, I hear it, noted. Put a check. Or go ahead and do a to-do list. Put a to-do list. Okay. They running that stuff again. Okay. Get my to-do list done. Okay. So let me stay forward. Let me stay here and let me keep myself on track because fear don't live here. You know what I'm saying? You be pulling out them BS flags like flag on the play. You like you just want to deviate my mind here and put some different chemicals going through my body and my body's in this worried mode. No. Anxiety don't live here. Depression don't live here. Y'all not gonna do that. Because your had it like this all last 3 years. Like, a lot of us had a head in the sand. I'm like this. Just get your chin. Just like we all down here. We're looking down. Just slowly raise your chin and just lift just a little bit high. Just put your just chin a little high and peek and see things. Look around. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. Y'all know. Y'all know. Just be looking. Be like, okay. And make sure y'all get your apothecary together. Y'all get y'all stuff together because we gotta get our stuff together. I know y'all already know. I ain't been talking about the apothecary. I'm talking about food, but this is food too. This is food too, regardless, because you know, this is awesome herbs. This is the ashwagandha. Y'all see it's ashwagandha, and then I got the moringa. I got the moringa. Y'all don't think I ain't got no arsenal over here. No, it's not my product. It's not my product. Nope. This is awesome herbs. Y'all go and look it up. Awesome herbs. Herbalist Lloyd, that's his products. Because a lot of people they will send me messages, and like I said, I do host other people's product in my booth at the flea market mall when I'm in Fayetteville. When I'm in Fayetteville. No, I didn't open anything up in Maryland as yet. But I be going back and forth in Maryland because I'm here taking care of my mom. But anyway, this is food. This is food. And that's what I be like. Y'all know this is food, right? I know even like, but it's twigs and leaves, but it's still food because you can make a tea or a tincture or a salve or what I'm saying? Yeah. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna leave it there, but everybody keeps saying food is not our medicine because my grandmother died here, my mother, this one didn't, and they got cancer and they did this, and I'm like, but think about this. Think about this. We know that that's what they said, right? Right? Hear me out. And I'm not here to say anything crazy because y'all know the disclaimer. I can't even put but the disclaimer is down underneath in the description. Y'all know each and every video has a description and it has stuff down there. If y'all need to get links or get email addresses, it's down there. And then make sure I put comments because some people in the comments, they read the comments, but they don't read the description. In the description has a disclaimer, right? So you already know I'm not here to diagnose, treat, cure, prevent any disease. But study already shows, and it's already been proven because we got our other herbalists that I'm standing on their shoulders. I'm standing on the other herbalist shoulders already showed hands down. It's like F cancer. Like cancer is just a mass. And if we keep our body in a correct environment, it's going to push all that out. It's going to push all of it out. If we stop with all this stupid sound and all this other stuff that's confusing us, and if we get the correct frequencies, we would have the correct frequencies that would kill all this stuff. And if we just take the herbs like we're supposed to, all that stuff will come out of our body. If we hydrate and we get our sleep and stop the detoxification, and use food correctly. That means use food the way it's supposed to be in its proper form. You're like, Viola, I don't like collard greens raw. Why not? Why not? Juice it. You'd be like, I don't want to eat it that way. Juice it or blanch it. But if you cook it, make sure you're cooking it right. Make sure you're cooking it right. You know, because living food is right straight from the plant. Living food straight. I'm live. Let me text me. They're knocking at the door, and I'm live. But anyway, fam, y'all got any questions? And seriously, I want to make sure that I answer everybody's question. And I know I went way around the moon and back, and I just want to make sure. But I will do a video, but it's gonna be the way I like the burger, and I do not use bread. I do not use bread. I don't. I don't. So let me see. Let me see. But do anybody got any questions? Because I know I talked a lot. It's just yes, we are what we eat, and it should be. You should wash your foods. You should wash your foods and vegetables. I mean, it's very, 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 very important. Um, Everybody hit the like button. I know I don't really say that a lot, but hit the like button. Make sure y'all go down and put something in the comments, because believe it or not, most people read the comments before they listen to the video. And I know that sometimes my my videos don't match the words, but food is our medicine, hands down. Hands down. Food is the one that's reshaping your body, reshaping whatever you do. Because if whatever your body's in, whatever shape, and I'm not talking about you had a car accident or something happened to you outside, but I'm talking about you. If all you did was sit in a bubble and eat, that's where your health is. That's where your health is. Because food was created. Yeah, I know we always doing these different concoctions, putting stuff together, doing this, doing that, and half the time, most of the stuff does not go together. It's a bad combination. We're eating stuff that hurt us, and we be like, man, I thought that's what we're supposed to do. No, 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 no. You do what your body needs. Your body talks to you every single day, more like 6 to 7, maybe 10,000 times. Your body's screaming, you know what I'm saying? Screaming like you ate something wrong. You did this, you did that. And I'm like, yeah, you chose what you know, you've eaten, especially when we choose, the hamburgers and hot dogs and the shakes and the pizzas. Oh my gosh, I don't think I missed that. I do. But I will change my mind and be like, nope, I don't want pain. So because I don't want pain, I'm not going to eat that. Hands down, hands down. So I know a lot of people, they say, well, my heart is this, my heart, my brain, my whatever organ that's going on, whatever diagnose you got from the doctor. Think about the next time you put whatever you put in your mouth to give you nourishment. Then you got to see, well, dang, was that the right food? Like eating a bowl of white rice will be the worst thing you can eat. And I'm saying it. Why would you eat white rice and your body's in acidosis? Does that make sense? Why would I sit down and eat a bowl of cereal that I didn't make, and it came out of a box, and it came from a company I did not know and I did not vet, but it was a pretty box, and it says contain wheat and all this other fortified iron, but I'm eating it, and it said that my body is in acidosis. My kidneys are not functioning, and you hear this, and your kidneys and your lungs, and you hear all these different things. But we take in something, and we're expecting a change, and only way it's going to change if you eat something raw. Eat a raw piece of fruit. And you be like, "Woo, that's the best thing I do." Like a papaya, yeah. Mm-mm-mm. Take the papaya, crush them papaya seeds. What? Crush them papaya seeds and be like, "But how can I get the parasites?" What are you waiting for? What are you waiting for? Some of us need, a strong herbal parasite, because this what candida as well. Think about the overgrowth of yeast. So this is like a double pack. So people think, oh, I thought it was just this. No, it's a double pack because we got to deworm you. When we deworm you and get that blood right, then we can go in there and show you some other things. So they say study shows. Look, studies already shown. Studies already shown because, like I said, we stand on other master herbalists who that's not here. May they rest in power. We're standing on their shoulders. We're getting study from them. We're learning from them. That's how we can tell you, hey, have you thought about this? Have you thought about that? Be like, nah, but food's my medicine. I'm going to eat everything I see. I'm like, okay. You tell me how your health is. You tell me how your health is. You tell me why you sluggish and has no energy, and then you wonder why you got brain fog. You be like, y'all say dementia run in your family. Do it really run in your family? Do it really run in your family? Or you refuse to get to sleep because they tell you, no, if you want to be an entrepreneur, you need 1 day of sleep or you don't need to sleep for 24 hours. You be like, where they do that at? I get it. But you still need to rest. You still need to shut it down. That's why I said meditation. Go out there and enjoy those free doctors. And stop thinking when I say free doctors, I'm talking about somebody in a white coat. I ain't talking about nobody in a white coat. I'm talking about the free doctors that God provided us. I created. I know like God is us because they would say God with the symbols and numbers equal man. I get that. Y'all act like I don't know. I know. Y'all be thinking y'all teach me something I know because y'all only want to relate to, Jesus Christ and God. And then when somebody put that in the video, you go, but you said, and I'm like, see, the 99 don't know that. The 1% know that, the 99 don't. But y'all want to come on me and be telling me, look, I be like, okay. But I'm trying to reach the ones who suffer in silence, who got their head down, don't know. They don't know. They don't know that they eat more fruits and vegetables. They just don't know. They don't know. They just know that they supposed to eat meat. They supposed to eat dairy. And they need, the best thing they need is 2 white pieces of bread and smashed together. And that is a meal. Because they say breakfast. I mean, they say I'm going to tell you, look. The most important meal of the day is from noon and 3, right? It's the heaviest. Why is that the worst combination that we choose to eat? Yeah, you ever think about that? The worst combination to eat is between noon and 3, and we pick the worst. We go in there, we eating big hero sandwiches, drinking everything and eating like the absolute worst. And I mean, like, oh my goodness, let me tell them food is your medication, but it depends on what you choosing. And everybody go, well, my mama, I got these recipes. Let's change. Let's just pretty much dump all the stuff that you thought was working that's not working, and try the other side. The other side. You know what I'm saying? Look at the other side. Okay. So you're telling me if I eat fruits, I'm going to lose weight? And I'm like, yes, you will lose weight. You will lose weight, period. You will lose weight. And a lot of people don't realize that. A lot of people don't want to face that. A lot of people like, but if I eat fruits and vegetables, I'm still going to be hungry. Are you really going to be hungry? But that's what we're trying to change? Because a lot of people abuse foods because they got other issues going on. They have other issues going on and don't want to face those issues. And that's the part that we have to, look at. We have to look at those other underlying issues. And we don't look at that. We don't look at all the trauma, all the stress, all the worrying, all the bills, or this, or that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of things like, let's answer these questions. Let's answer some of these questions that we have. And it's be like, why we take on everybody else's mess and put that monkey on our shoulder when it's not even our responsibility? Y'all ever notice that? And then we go to food and we put all our sorrows in a bucket of ice cream. And that's just a fake commercial that we need to stop doing. Get you some, and I had to throw this out there, grind you some apples, and I showed y'all the video, some apples and some pears, and put it together and eat that. Just eat that. Or you can do bananas, I want as well as any vegetable. I mean, any vegetable, any fruit that of your choice. You know what I'm saying? Some maple syrup, and if you take, I gotta do that. I gotta do that video, and it's like coconut milk. I gotta do that video that show you how if you just take that and blend it up, put it in the refrigerator, and let it freeze, and you have your own natural ice cream. Yeah, it may be kind of hard, but sometimes you have to whip it up. And I know I'm doing this nut butter um, video that I'm going to show. No, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to show you how somebody else did it. And oh my gosh, I was like, all these different recipes. Goddess, you got me thinking about these, doing some videos, but it's just not my lane because I'll be talking about for you guys pooping. Maybe I could do a little twist, but I'd rather go to somebody who's an expert that can show you and tell you because y'all know when y'all sit here and shoot these videos, somebody, oh, and this, we can't please everybody. Somebody was going to audience, well, how can I use this? Can I substitute? I'm allergic. I'm this. And I be like, see, that's why I don't want to do those videos. I know I'm talking mad, crazy, crazy stuff, but it don't matter. But you already know you can't please everybody. You just can't please everybody. That's why I'd rather go on with the videos that's already done. The work's already done. That's like me making a new wheel. And I'd be like, that's what we talking about herbs. Yeah, I'm gonna make a new wheel, and y'all want to worry what I eat. That's why I'm always eating raw because I can take a piece of lettuce and be like, "Yep, this is dinner." I can take my cucumbers and put it up and say, here's my snack. These are my these are my cookies. You'd be like, what in the hell? Yeah. Just take me a toothpick and be sitting there watching a movie. Because when I go to movies, I be wanting popcorn, but I be like, dang, can I have my cookies? Can I get my garden cookies, my Oreos, but it's not Oreos, it's just sliced cucumbers, sliced cucumbers. Put some avocado on there. It's good. It's real good. I know. I don't know if I stop something. What is nasty, Goddess? What you talking about? What y'all put on nasty? But no, I appreciate you guys. I really do. And I lost a train of thought and she said she's using the word. Okay. Do you still need to help? Okay, so fam, listen. Far as taking a prebiotic or probiotic, listen, those are fruits and vegetables. Those are, fermented foods. Sometimes during a fast or doing a cleanse, you ain't caring about probiotics and prebiotics. Let me tell you, when you're doing a fast, a detox, you ain't caring about no protein. You're just caring about eating fruits and vegetables. You hear me? Fruits and vegetables, and let everything purge out your body. Whether you snotting, throwing up, pooping, urinating, sweating your behind off. You don't care about, if you follow a well balanced, fruits and vegetables, right? You can't go wrong with fruits and vegetables. And I didn't say no banana. It's certain things you shouldn't eat. Now, everybody always want to ask these questions. When I say berries, you be like, oh, I can't just eat berries. I'm going to pass out. I'm like, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not going to pass out. You're going to feel a little weak. That means, you're getting dehydrated. You need to fill up. You need to drink something. Yes, your body is going to go through its mad sugar rush because your body's so geeked up on all this other stuff that you're doing. So your body's going to change, right? What you're doing is you're trying to strip everything you can to get your body back in the right environment, in the right condition, in the healthiest, right? So your body going to go through this, it starts with an A. I ain't going to try to say it, but your body going to go through this between hour 24 to 36. Your body going to go to this purest form where it's stringent, it's cleaning stuff out because you're eating your berries, stringent for you're eating your berries. Then it's okay to add, and I ain't say add in mushrooms and different things right there because you're detoxing. You want to do your berries, your grapes, apples. You could do watermelon, coconut. Sometimes coconut do irritate people, but like I said, it's on you. It's what your body likes, what your body needs. Far as taking a little bit of honey, I would wait. later whether you take honey, but no, you shouldn't have honey. You should be just doing berries and melons and just having a whole time when you're doing a parasite and a blood cleanse, because remember, you're cleaning it. Even you do 2 to 3 days. You know what I'm saying? Prefer, I would love for you to do 10 days. Some people can't do 10 days, you know. But if we didn't work for the man, you could do all that. You know what I'm saying? That's why we saying don't be scared to poop and all that. But just do, fruits and more fruits. But far as your bananas, far as even avocado, um, you're just sitting there looking at everything like lemon and lime. Yeah, you have your lemon, your lime, your turmeric, your garlic. Not garlic so much. Let me not say garlic. Not garlic so much because, and that's a whole other video I should do. But your turmeric. You want to do that stuff when you're cleansing your body. We're talking about cleansing, but I'm talking about food is your medicine. I'm talking about your body's fine and you just eating food as your medicine. You know what I'm saying? You have your banana like at between 3 and 5, but make sure you have the better banana. Don't just have anybody's banana. But anyway, but this is when you worry about probiotics and prebiotics. You know what I'm saying? This is when you want the stuff that's going to give you the good microbiome. That's when you worry about after you do a cleansing, after you do a detox. That's when you worry about probiotics and prebiotics. That's when it's good to do fermented foods because believe it or not, you don't want to mess with fermented foods when you're doing a cleanse because some people, how can I put this? It depends on individual because you can actually be drunk and high because your body is making so much alcohol and you be wondering, well, what's going on my liver? What's going on? No, I don't want you doing that because I don't want you doing stuff to your liver. And I know you're like, what are you talking about? It's a lot of times that we think we're doing right and we're doing totally wrong. You're not worrying about, you're getting your vitamins and minerals mainly when you're doing the herbs. Because so we look at cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper has C. We want you to get your D from the sun. I'd rather you do a multivitamin to make sure, but you're getting a lot of vitamins and minerals from your fruits and your vegetables and your plants. That's where, in fact, you're supposed to get all of your fruits and vegetables. Let me just make sure I put that out there. You're supposed to, let's hear me out. We gotta talk about this. You're supposed to get your fruits and vegetables from your plants, from your vegetables, from your fruits. You think we're doing that right now? Then you wonder why the kids' teeth are messed up and all this other stuff. And I'll talk about the teeth on another video. But this is the main reason why all that stuff's happening. People asking me, well, is food really our medicine? And you be like, yes, it is. But it's what you choosing. It's what you combining. It's what the recipes you putting together. Because I was telling people, stop going in there and just looking at what's in your refrigerator and what's in your cabinet and throwing in the blender and drinking it down and thinking you're doing something right and you're doing something horrible to your body. Your body says, what the hell is this? And what are you doing to me? That's what your body's saying. That's why we have clogged arteries and clogged livers, and don't think about our liver, and then our gallbladder be like, I'm giving out because it's full of sludge. Our that little bag is full of sludge, and your liver is dripping stuff inside of that gallbladder, and then you wonder why we lose it. Same thing with our what is that thing, the little sworm thing that's right there on our intestines, but and it's our, what is it, man? I just appendix. You need your appendix just like you need your gallbladder, hands down. You wouldn't have been created, you know what I'm saying? It's there for a reason. People say, oh, you can live without it. Yes. Living without it and really living without it is two totally different things. You really cannot live without it because you're actually shortening your life every time you lose your organs. You're shortening your life every time you lose your teeth. You are shortening your life. We can sit there and use all this prescription medication. Yeah, it's going to prolong certain things. Hear me out. It's going to prolong certain things, but to what point? To the point where you're in pain all the time. Think about it. You're in pain all the time. It's Tylenol says every 4 hours. and then the pain come back. Every 4 hours, the pain come back. But we talking about natural medications from your fruits and vegetables that goes in and corrects and eliminates and get rid of. Studies already shown, doctors already proved it. They did, yeah. That part. Y'all know I'm willing what I really want to say to you. And that's where we fall into, well, which one to take? Because I'm eating this and it ain't working. It is working. If you're sitting there eating a whole bunch of fruits, it's working. It really is. It really is. We just got to take the time and let the process go. Let stuff come out. Nose should be running, eyes should be running because it's detoxing, because you're not urinated out like you're supposed to, and you're not, pooping it out because we done messed up our colon. I know I'll also be showing pictures of the colon, but that's tonight. Showing the pictures of your colon because y'all not doing right, you know. But hence, that's why it's all this stuff. You know what I'm saying? But when you are, and believe it or not, you are getting probiotics and prebiotics when you're doing fruits and vegetables and herbs. You know what I'm saying? You are. Because if y'all don't realize, when we do like reishi, when we do lion's mane, we got to realize what we're doing to our bodies and how we nourishing our bodies. And we talking about the fungus, the fungi. You know what I'm saying? We talking about the mushroom family, that stuff that just grows. And people are like, I ain't eating that. You're like, and it tastes nasty and the texture and the rubber. Close your eyes and just chew and swallow. But let me tell you, I know you're like, I'm not eating no mushrooms and I'm not blending it. So take it in a capsule form, take it in a tincture form. We do make that. I know Purple Sage, Mama D, Purple Sage Healthy Living, she has her 7 mushroom blend. I know Herbs Cream has his. I just do mine in the capsules. It's in the store. A lot of stuff I do not have on my website. Like I said, I do specialize orders. You just got to text me, email me, and I'll put something together. But I still need to have a conversation with you to make sure there ain't nothing else going on, because I'm not trying to be responsible. Because what you have to realize, when y'all go and order these things, you still have have a little bit of knowledge. You can't just go, it says beetroot, and I know beetroot is good for my blood, and I'm going to buy it. But what you got to realize, when you take the beetroot, you can't do this if you got low blood pressure. You be like, what the hell is low pressure? That part, that part, that part. Because we always be telling you, have you spoken to your doctor? Because a lot of you guys, y'all know what's good for you, because we done tore our bodies up. We didn't take any probiotics or prebiotics because we're not eating anything that has it in there. We just a meat and potato kind of person. Y'all remember that? I remember, and I watched. I used to be a TV fanatic. I'm telling you, like Little House on the Prairie. I remember it was a part where it was a wife. She was, brittle. Hurting. And back in the day, this was a sickness that, and I said that this was a disease-ridden thing, or whatever they did. And now you see why vitamins and minerals are from the fruits and vegetables, and how important vitamins and minerals was, and fruits and vegetables. It was a family that only ate meats and potatoes. Hear me out. Only ate meats and potatoes. And it was wondering why the mama died. You'd be like, oh, shoot. She didn't eat no vegetables. And she was like, my husband, because back in the day, he'd be like, husband say, you ain't gonna eat it. You're not going to eat it. But fruits and vegetables is vital. That's why you always hear me talk about fruits and vegetables. And that's the main reason why we are fruits and vegetables. We are frugivores, frugivores. You be like, the hell is that word? We only should be eating fruits. you know I would say 75-80% fruit. Then you get the 10 and 15% with the fruits and with the vegetables. And then you got the nuts and seeds. I don't think that every night you should be going to get walnuts and creating walnuts for your meat. I didn't say that. You would never hear me say that. Never. Because regardless of you eating all these fruits, nuts, that's still moderation. And remember, you cooking, as we cook stuff, we change stuff, right? You change the structure. And as you changing the structure, are you making something toxic? Or are you making something that's healthy? And that's the stuff that we don't really want to get too much into. I'm not a biochemist or a biologist, but I read and I study and I'm looking, I'm like, oh, dang, this person's here. And that's why it's best for us to have a consultation. That's why on my website I do consultation. Yes, I reduce my price of my consultations, but all in all, that's why we have consultation. Because you can be telling me something and it'd be like key things that I need to know. And that's the main reason why I give my phone number out most of the time and my email. And that's why the email's here too, because I can really get to know the whole person, not the half. Because just like I said, with my beetroot, you can't have low blood pressure. Same thing with my male enhancement. Oh, my male enhancement. My male enhancement right here. If you got high blood pressure, men, you cannot be taking my male enhancement. So these are things we have to know, just like with the ashwagandha. Where's my ashwagandha? Ashwagandha right here. Ashwagandha. If y'all taking any medications, synthetic medications that has to do with the brain, like mental stuff, the ashwagandha, you're already seeing how they say, oh, it make me sleepy, it make me anxiety. Yes. Remember, herbs are for most people. And when I'm now, herbs is for everybody, but not every single herb. You do have issues because we're taking synthetic stuff. We done put other stuff in our bodies that's giving us a problem. A problem. I mean, we're all human beings. You know what I'm saying? We're all human beings. Say it with me, all human beings. Don't go by the color of my skin or the texture of my hair. Don't go by that. We're human. I'm gonna leave it that way. But all in all, just can't do certain things. Just like we talk about the licorice root. You'd rather have wild yam root because if you have high blood pressure, and you notice that most of deeper melanated people have that issue with high blood pressure, but then it all depends on which doctor you went to. I gotta say this. It all depends on what doctor you went to, because is your blood pressure really high? You know, is it really high? Or you just have anxiety or whatever. Look, everybody's different. Just know everybody's different. I just want to make sure I put that out. And I know I went all above, and it's an hour and 21, and we talking about the prebiotic or probiotic. You worry about that after. Seriously, family. Please worry about probiotic and prebiotic after you do a detox and cleanse, because that's when you start doing you worry about your probiotic. Your prebiotics, you got your broccoli, you got your mushroom. A lot of people don't realize where they really getting these prebiotics and probiotics. It's like when the B12, your B12 is in nuts. You know what I'm saying? People are like, oh, it really is. It was in the soil, but they done tarnish the soil, and it's so much. And that's why I always tell people research, and y'all don't have to go off everything I say, but research. And y'all didn't hear me talking about H3O, but just think, when you bite into that watermelon, you eating that grape, you're already getting it. You're already getting it. You're already getting it. Let me make sure if I answer one more question. She said, if you live tonight, you asked me if I go live tonight. I definitely want to be there. Yeah, I'm still going to go live. I know there's a storm going through, and y'all don't know, I don't watch the news. I know it's a hurricane, but it done passed Florida, and it was just a lot of rain. We did have a storm last night, and I'm like, where the storm came from? And it's still raining. Matter of fact, I think it just stopped raining. It was raining all night and all morning. What time is it? Oh, it's like, yeah, look, it's to my all morning East Coast. It's going on 11 o'clock. But yeah, it was raining here up until about 9 o'clock. It's been raining. So I should be going live, but I don't know. My internet be acting funny. I'll just put it like that. My internet just it's just, not so good. But yes, if we you were saying something about the TV definitely program. Yes. So you already know. And I am going to say that it depends on your emotions too. A lot of us are like emotions. And when we cook, we should be cooking with love, right? We should be cooking, oh, how can I put this? Cooking I'm trying to make sure I say the word right. We shouldn't just cook something that we know, like let's say if you cook all meat and you got like You got chicken, then you got barbecue chicken, then you got you know the spare ribs, the beef ribs, and then you go out there. You know what I'm saying? Try to, if you got to, you know, try not to have so many meats during a meal. Try not to have so many meats, and that's like the worst. Try to have one meat that whole day. If you can zero meats, that'd be great, because I want you to have good arteries, good lungs, and I want your liver right, and I just want your body in the right condition. So when you go to sleep and when you're taking that power nap and you're resting, your body is still cleaning itself and doing what it needs to do and be in the right environment. So you be like, dang, you damn right. Food is my medicine. I'm gonna keep taking this medication because it's the best medication in the world. That's like back in the day. I want to make sure I knocked out everything, because mainly we have to look at the history, the facts, the change, the laws, they change and stuff. We have to look at who made it, who grew it, what country it came from. We have to look at all that when we talk about our foods. Is it living box, what package it is? You know what I'm saying? We have to look at all that. That's why I have my little notes. We have to look at all that, and we don't. We don't. We just go and buy, take our shopping cart, everything. Remember all the stuff the kids found out their friends bought from their family. They used to have that. They went over and had them chips, and they had that stuff. And I remember this commercial where um we, like, it's like certain herbs, like, you already know my herbs that say a certain age, and I was wrong to put uh an age limit, meaning if you over 65 you can't take my herbs. That's not what I was actually saying. I would rather speak to you, because like now, shoot, now 30s people can take 5 different prescription medications, and it's kind of bad. But the older we get, we notice we take more medications, when it should be the older we get, the less medications, right? Or no medication. And I love speaking to people who take no medication. I mean, no medication at all. And I'm not slighting the people who got a whole lot of medication. But when you look in and you got like this many medications, that's if it was, but these are herbs, just no herbs. But if you got all this medications and you're sitting there talking about, well, which one is this and which one is that, all you better know is, and I'm saying this urgently, this is so, so, so vital. Do not take herbal supplements and prescription medicine. Make sure it's like a 2-3 hour window. I said two, that's up to you and up to the herbalist. Mine's is three. Mine's is 3 to 4, because I ain't playing. I don't know what you taking and what you combining, because a lot of us forget it. We didn't forget the time, and we got the time too close together. I'm covering my behind just like y'all cover y'all. So I had to put that out there. I had to put that out there. But I hope I answered y'all question. I hope I answered your question. But yeah, when we watch TV, we tend to eat a lot and sit there, and you go see what your brother got, or your husband coming there, or your wife coming there, and they got bags of chips, and you like, yeah, let me get some chips, and the chips be so good. I know, because I'm a chip person. I'm gonna just be honest. I'm a chip person. That's why my face be breaking out too, and I be getting rashes and be clogging my colon. I be like, let's go get this worked out. Let's go working. Let's go walking. Let me go sweat. But fam, I know I am cutting up, but I don't really mean to do that. But I want to make sure I answered all the questions using a wok. So let's talk about a wok. Think about the wok, right? I I wouldn't really. Some people like stir fry, but what oil are you using? Are you just using steam water? If you're using steam water, then it's good just to get you one of those. And I look, I know everybody. Well, I ain't buying this, I ain't buying that. Just steam it. Steamed vegetables are better than some fry it. Are you really frying and doing anything? Are you just frying the outside and then when you bite it? You know what I'm saying? So I'd rather steam versus fried, honestly. And then it's on you, because remember, we learn stuff from who we be around, like the 5 or 10 people we be around. You learn different methods from them. You learn how to steam, but raw is the way to go. Like Viola, I gotta have a hot meal. Do you really? What if we just get some soup? Soup be your best nourishment. I mean, soup. You're like, man, your body be like, that's it right there. Stay right there. And I didn't say bone broth. Some of us need it. Look, I'm gonna tell you, some of us need other things because of what their body's going through. So don't sit here and you say no meat. Some of y'all gotta have some bone broth from how bad you tore up your body. Y'all hear what I'm saying? It's how bad you tore up your body, because some of us are taking chemicals and taking things that's hurting our body. Well, you're gonna need some bone broth. You're gonna need some Tylenol. You're gonna need something stronger just to get past some pains. Just to get past some pains. And I mean the pain that you be like, oh my gosh, you know, the pain that you be like, oh my gosh. But some of us need bone broth at certain points. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you need just a little bit. But I'm talking about getting your body in the right environment for your all your organs to be in sync and be where they're supposed to be at the right pH level, not way alkaline or way acidosis, a balance for all your organs to be exactly the right pH where it need to be. Because a lot of us be trying to change the acid in our stomach and don't even realize they changed the acid in the stomach. They don't realize they're clogging their liver, that their pancreas, or the pancreas are shutting down. And a lot of us don't relate to our kidneys. You be like, what's wrong with my kidneys? Do you know your kidneys clean your blood too? You be like, no, it don't. I'm like, y'all gotta go in there and get those books. Like I said, go get that the book on the body and learn about your blood. Because believe it or not, it all depends on what blood cleaner you have. Y'all should be taking something for your blood every day. Why you think me talking about the neats, the beets? Why you think I'm offering a probiotic with prebiotic in there? I'm doing that on purpose. I'm doing the maca. Like, if y'all ain't trying to be having kids, and if you have fibroids, don't be playing with maca. Don't play with maca if you have fibroids. I had to learn that the hard way. And I'm like, woo, sometimes it's good to go look at the other side. And I mean the other side, because remember, you need to know a lot of things that's going on in your body. I know you don't know. That's why it's good to get the checkup. All right. You never hear me say never go see a doctor. We talking about, I ain't gonna have that conversation. Like, I ain't gonna say that here. I ain't gonna say that here. But I'm saying you should be going to see your doctor for a regular checkup regardless. For a regular checkup. You're talking about your annual, your 3-month. Y'all, what y'all be doing with your newborn? Y'all be quick to get the newborns out there, but you don't take care of yourself. You check engine light come on your car, you don't check it like that. But y'all make sure y'all give y'all food, y'all cars the correct food. You give your animals. Y'all be giving. I don't think y'all be giving your animals. I ain't even gonna talk about your animals where we feed our animals, because we trying to feed our dog. How you gonna give your dog? Uh, some of that dog meat is dogs, right? I ain't even go there, but you gonna feed a dog? I don't know. I don't know. I'm cutting up. But what did you say? You says don't. You said don't us. Yeah, don't eat if you got fibroids and you take a maca. Remember what maca do. Maca is going there and it's increasing the men's sperm count, is going there. And like women have dryness and women uh, have menopause issues. Maca is actually good for. Maca is also good for stimulating, getting you ready for the bedroom. But no, you can't take maca if you have fibroids. If you're already saying you have fibroids, no, you don't want to feed the fibroids. You want to get rid of the fibroids. So, and you can go in there, read it for yourself, study for yourself. But yeah, I'm just telling you different things that you have to stay away from. And that's the main reason why it's so vital to have a consultation with an herbalist, because you go see a doctor. And it ain't about your family's history. It is not. It's you. They need to figure out you and what's going on with you, because you could be so far removed from your family. Meaning, let's say, like, we got people who how can I put this, who adopted, and you raised with another family, and that you ate everything what they eating. Don't get me wrong. You eating fruits and vegetables, and you find you don't have any of the same, effects that happen to your family. All you have is that trauma. You just have that trauma. So, but yeah, yeah. Anybody? You said don't us. Oh, you said don't use. Yeah, yeah, don't use. Because you put us, I just kind of threw me off. I was saying you wanted, I thought you was asking me a question. But yeah, yeah, don't use maca. No, nope, you don't use maca. And, there's um, a lot of other things. And this is not I'm going over the different herbs. I'm just saying certain things because we're talking about food relating to medications. That's it. Food being your medicine, food being your medication, being our drug of choice, because it's like, what is your drug of choice? My drug of choice is I love, 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 love cucumbers, and I will eat cucumbers and eat cucumbers. I love beets. Oh my gosh, I love beets. Hands down, I love beets. I like the maca. I'm gonna tell you, I make sure I do fruits, my fruits and vegetables. But what she said, when you said, yes, coffee. Now y'all know we got mushroom coffee. Got mushroom coffee. I'm telling you, when how can I put this? When we noticing stuff change, because like back in the day, it's okay to have the coffee. Hear me out, family. It's okay to have the coffee, right? But it all depends on which coffee bean you picking. Which coffee bean are you picking? Because now you can have mushroom coffee. I'd rather drink mushroom coffee than a coffee bean. I don't know where it come from, and then we always got to add. Because think about when you're doing coffee. What kind of water you putting in there? Are you putting the cow milk? Because some of us with these creamers are the worst thing. The creamers, the stuff that we add to it. Just like when you cook, it's what you're adding to the mixture. Instead of when you're making, a salad, you're putting all the rich, artichoke. You're putting, the alfalfa. You're putting, clove. The clove sprouts, the broccoli. Why you put all these sprouts in there? And you're eating live and you're eating nourishment. But we mess up when we go put that blue cheese dressing. We put on the dressing is what you put on there would make it not have. Um, Now I don't drink coffee, so I can't give you a brand. I cannot. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm just hearing different results. I'm hearing so many positive results because I know it's one young lady that she's one of my good friends here. Her name is T, and she drinks the coffee, but you know, her issue was, with her kidneys and her adrenal glands. She was having issues with that. So you already know what relates to that, and we look at, those three letters. you know think about those three letters, that high blood pressure. That's just no joke, and it runs a lot because of the heavy foods that we choose, the heavy meats, the heavy potatoes, the different traces, especially when you're, eating out all the time. It's okay to go out on a date, but I think that's the best date. I know you're like, Viola, you crazy, and I don't want someone to say this, but you know go home, clean up some fruit, and sit down and eat some fruit. You be like, that's boring. Is it really boring? Or are you caring for the other person and you caring about the other person? And they be like, well, once you get a big steak and a potato, and I'm like, well, then I'm not caring for the person. Like I know I was uh when I shut down my store, my second location, and I, set my office back up in my in the house, and somebody came and said, once you put a candy dish, where's your candy dishes? And I'm like, why would I have a candy dish? I'm not gonna give anybody no candy. I mean, why would I give you something? And that's just me. That's just me. You can think how you want. Like, that's just me. I don't want to give you something I'm not gonna eat myself. And that's just plain the way it is. I don't want to give you something I'm not gonna eat myself. Is that boring? Oh well. But I can't recommend BJ I can get with my friend and ask her what she recommend. But y'all already know the new, I forgot the name of it, but I talked about it before. It's a new mushroom coffee that came out. I mean, and everybody love it. But I don't drink coffee. And if when I drank coffee when I was a, you know, that was, I think it was oh, when I was drinking tea and I would add milk. And I'm like, why the hell am I doing that? You know what I'm saying? You be picking up bad habits because somebody tried it, you know. And I was my cow milk. But that's the only reason why I didn't recommend that. So I rather you you know, try different things yourself. I would try different mushrooms. But still, when I get the coffee, the stuff that you add, like the water, you know, the creamer or whatever, that's what's tearing you up. That's when food don't be medicine. No, don't be medicine, or it'll be a drug that you done ate something. You're like, dang, why'd I do this? Why'd I do that? No, you don't want that. You want to make sure that you're doing the best. And I mean the absolute best that you can do. Oh my goodness. My daughter just sent me a picture of both my grandkids. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I need to get off here. It's always going an hour and 40. But anybody have any other questions? She said, girl, yeah. I appreciate that, Heaven plus seven. But anybody have any other questions? Because I know it's a lot of questions that y'all afraid to ask. Y'all can email me at support@verywisealternatives.com. And I do want to, since we further and further in, and we're, a lot of people don't really watch the videos to this far. I'm gonna be honest, we have to look at mental health. We have to look at that because a lot of traumas that we do dictate the food that we eat. Honestly, it does. It does. And how can I put this? When you find yourself eating a lot of, believe it or not, some of the stuff you crave, of course, is a deficiency. But we still have to look at how angry you get and how quick you get angry. You know what I mean? It tends to what we've eaten. You know, when you go on a cleanse and a fast and whatever, you're going to be angry. You're going to be lashing out. You're going to be emotional. You're going to be all this because your body's going through this spiritual thing. Your body's going through this emotional. Your body's going through all these transmissions and these transitions and this process that your body's on this journey. And you be like, man, I'm this, I'm that, I'm this mood, I'm that. And that's when you got to write stuff down and write, in your journal, speak really how you feel, you know what I'm saying? And what I mean is don't put I am, just put the words, and then you can decipher those words and decipher those meanings, and that will help you. But a lot of us are mental in a way, you know, from all the stuff that we see. A lot of times we have to just pull off the veil and we got to pull off a lot of stuff that's happening to us and really see because, we're being hypnotized and, colonized and this and that. And we just be like, man, it's just too much. You'd be like, man, yes, sometimes just sit down and breathe and really breathe. Before the next thought, the next thing you speak, the next thing you put in your mouth, breathe. Sometimes it's good to sit down with the family and ask, what would y'all like to eat? And it's good to be creative and have other people create things because you can have your 2 and 3-year-old say what fruit you want to eat and that be a meal. And they'll be having so much fun. If they want to eat oranges, have at it. You be like, isn't it such thing as too many orange? You're going to get full of orange juice, a natural orange juice. I mean, a orange that that's in your juice. I gotta be silly. When you squeeze that orange, you getting all that orange, and there's nothing else in your drink but orange. That's to be the most nutrient-rich drink that your child can ever have. You're like, ooh, I did that. Yes, yes. And your child had orange. Your child to have all them yellow dye number 5, this, the carton, all that. So I know I'm just cutting up, but a lot of us, believe it or not, and what I mean by a mental defect. It could be a color, it could be a shape, it could be a trigger word, it could be anything in your self-conscious because we all have different issues, different levels of trauma, different levels of abuse that we get from our parents, we get from our bloodline. You know what I'm saying? These are the things that trigger us, and these are things that we need to grow from and really see a trigger and learn from it, especially abandonment, abuse, violence you see on TV, the triggers, the sounds. Do y'all know frequencies, certain frequencies bother your nerves and different things? You be wondering why you act like that. Yeah, because you got hit with a frequency, and then spirits and this, and I can go on and on and on and on. Let me get off here because I'm almost going at almost 2 hours. But you guys, I care. I will be on. I think it says 8:30 tonight, and be talking about poop. I'm gonna be talking about bowel movements. So when you're ready, get ready to ask your questions. Y'all don't want to ask your questions here, but we're gonna be talking about bowel movements. Yep. You'll be like, what in the hell? I'm not getting on. Don't be embarrassed. Look, do not be embarrassed. Because we all do, and it's all natural. I'd rather know about it than have an accident and be out in the street and then I done crapped all over myself, then everybody gonna be calling your name. I gotta talk silly, but you guys have a great day, and I appreciate you guys for coming on this early in the AM, in the AM. All right, family. I'll talk with you guys later. Peace. Bye.